here is Colpo D'Oro, and hopefully I'm saying that right. So obviously he's by Doro, and he's actually also out of a Tis Now mare, so just a very well-bred horse. He's absolutely cute as a muffin, and he just got here yesterday with a group of 3, and this horse is just so quiet and easygoing, and he comes with a 5-star review from my friend Jody, who I got him from, that he's just an absolute delight. So today I actually just decided to get on and take him for a spin and see what he's all about. And luckily he just lived right up to the review that he came with. This horse is just so easygoing and adorable. He's really just like he's like a little fluffy teddy bear. I really like him. Just such a great brain. Very sweet, personable, kind eye. Just absolutely not a mean bone in this horse's body. So he is a 5-year-old. He sticks 15 3 hands. He has 24 career starts. He actually just ran on October 17th, so he's just ran his last race a couple of weeks ago. He made a career earning of $57,000, which isn't very much because interestingly, he sold as a yearling for $120,000, which is pretty good. And then he sold again as a 2-year-old for $95,000. So this horse has actually been sold for some pretty big money. And then unfortunately he only went on to make $57K, but that's so it goes sometimes in the racing world. So he had 4 starts in 2025 and he never hit the board. So it makes perfect sense why now at the end of the year his connections are letting him go on to find the next chapter in his life, because clearly done being a racehorse. So this is his first post-track ride. Billy went and got him yesterday. He loads great, hauls well, stands perfectly on cross ties. The horse is just so sweet and easygoing that I thought it would be a little ridiculous to have Billy holding him at the mounting block, because he literally just seems like he could be like a kid's lesson horse right now. And sure enough, he was excellent at the mounting block. Now, one thing I wish I had checked before I got on him was his hind shoes, which have massive grabs on them. And he did feel a little bit stuck behind to me. And then after I rode him and I decided to turn him out with 7 in the field, so of course I wanted to pull off his hind shoes before I did that, Billy goes back there to pull off the hind shoes and he's like, oh my God, these are like the hugest grabs I've ever seen in my life. And sure enough, they were. So I think that sort of explains why his hind end just felt a little bit stuck to me behind, but he has these enormous grabs on in this ride video. So anyway, the hind shoes are off now, and I'm sure that now we're going to have probably a little bit of foot soreness resulting for a few days as he sort of toughens up and gets used to being barefoot behind and, readjusting to not having those massive grabs on. So I'll sit on him again in a couple of days, maybe over the weekend. I'm sure he's going to be a much happier camper now that he doesn't have those on. So this horse is just very easy to ride. I mean, even with maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable behind today, he is very soft and easy in the bridle. Very much wants to be round and connected and making the right shape. There's absolutely nothing complicated about him. He's a cute little mover, great canner, not spooky, not reactive. Now, when I say these things, any horse can spook at any moment on any day. So when I say that a horse does not seem spooky, I'm not saying that a horse is never going to spook. They will all spook at something at some point. But this is not a reactive, sensitive type of horse. So he's certainly not looking for things to spook at. He is right up there at the top of the class in terms of just sort of easy and disposition. Just very kind, genuine type of horse. He's a great size. He's 15 3 hands, so a very safe feeling size. I could really see him. I don't really ever like to sell these horses right off the bat to young riders, but it's very easy to see this horse being appropriate for a young rider, for a kid, sometime very soon in the future, because he just sort of has that sort of disposition. I thought he really figured out all these things super fast and easy today. A very good boy about not having any sort of whim to lean towards the gate or anything like that. He was, let me think here, the left lead is the lead that he would like to be on at the moment. So I got the right lead over the pole. That was a little bit earlier in the video. And I think the next couple of rides, I'm not even going to worry about one lead or another. It really doesn't matter. He just needs to sort of loosen up a little bit, find a little bit more swing from behind, all those things. The leads really don't matter at this point. Obviously, the horse can canter on both leads. He makes a really cute shape. That's not something I'm going to dwell on in the first dozen or so post-track rides. I just want him to sort of get relaxed, really find some bend through his body and his rib cage, and all the rest of it will come together. So, yeah, he was excellent. Really perfect horse for his first post-track ride, especially considering he'd only been here for about 24 hours when we did it. And so this is him all the time. I've brought him out on cross ties a few times now to do different things with him. You know, pull his mane, give him a bath, all kinds of different stuff. And he's just always like this. He just always wants to stand super quiet and chill. You know, he's engaged, but he's not being... super energetic or anything like that. He's just a very easygoing type of horse. Very sweet. I love his little face. He just always has this very adorable expression about him. And of course he's got four white socks and a star, which never hurts. But just a very cute, easygoing horse who will really make somebody a great partner, who sort of has, obviously this is not going to be an upper level horse. So somebody who has fun, lower, mid-level type aspirations, he's going to be perfect for.